So Kenny, who's the guard that you want to build around tonight?
Yeah, look, I want to be on the right side of history here. I want to come out and I don't want any problems with the Heat defense. I want to say I respect the Heat defense. This is a very good basketball team. I almost said football team. Wrong segment. I like PJ Dozier here though tonight at $3,300. The minutes are just going to be too good to ignore. He had almost a fantasy point a minute last time out, and now there's just so many injuries for Denver. But no Michael Porter Jr. is the big one. 23 minutes against Houston, 22.5 fantasy points. I mean, that type of production. Even if he reverts back to, just 18 points, if he struggles on the offensive side of the ball, I still think that this is just, $3,300, you really don't want much, right? You want probably 15 fantasy points. I think the Dozier should be able to get that for you at the guard position. And with that, that's a great guy to build around. Just super cheap, and he's going to probably get a ton of run here. And, I ultimately expect that this is going to go well for Dozier owners.
Super cheap and had 22.5 fantasy points his last time out. Nick, which guard are you building around?
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Dozier's a great call by Kenny. I think if I'm going to look into the cheaper range at guard, I like Tyrese Maxey. He's at 5,900 tonight going up against the New York Knicks. Another guy who, due to a number of factors right now in Philly, is playing a ton of minutes. He's been in the high 30s, even the low 40s over his last few games. So much like Dozier, not a guy who you're expecting to give you like 55 DraftKings points. When you're playing that many minutes, you're naturally just going to rack up stats. If you're looking for a more expensive option, I do like James Harden tonight. He's at 10,100 against the Bulls, coming off of a 55 DraftKings point game yesterday. Took a season high 20 shots in that game. You do wonder if maybe he's starting to round himself into game shape now that we're 10, 11 games into the year. The Chicago defense has slipped a bit after that hot start. They're giving up the second most layups in the league in terms of percentage of opponent points, coming in that range. Obviously, James Harden, a great penetrator. So if you're going cheap, I like Tyrese Maxey. If you're going expensive, I like James Harden.